I want to start talking about the different stages of grief, how each one has affected me, and how I'm still trying to move through it. I don't think in this circumstance you move through these stages and then you're done with it. Then you never go back to it. I believe the stages are anger, denial, acceptance, bargaining, and depression. I'll talk about anger first. Right after I lost my son, I was so angry. So angry. Angry at the doctors, angry at the hospital, angry at myself. So angry, and just angry at the world, because how could you take him? Like why? Like, why did you take my son? I had a lot of problems, even getting pregnant. I suffered 3 miscarriages. And so one of the things that kept repeating in my head was, why make me go through all of that and then take him away from me? Why give me the gift of my son only to take him away? I was angry. I was angry at people because because they weren't as upset as me, or I didn't feel like they were taking my grief seriously. I just was really, really angry for a while. And honestly, sometimes I still get angry. My son was a baseball player, was an all-star baseball player before he got sick initially. And every time I pass our baseball field, I get angry because he should be out there. He should be out there playing baseball. It was the one thing he absolutely loved to do. He would have promoted or graduated from 8th grade last year. I got angry after the ceremony. We were recognized. They gave him kind of a posthumous humor. I'm not sure how you say that, but they gave his father and I a graduation certificate for him. Left a chair out for him, put his picture. And when it was time for his name to be read, to go up on stage, his father and I went up there. And we're divorced. We've been divorced for several years, but it's amicable. And I was angry after, because I'm like, why isn't he here? He should be here. I shouldn't have to be walking on the stage for my son. I should not have to be taking this award for my son. I should be watching him walk across the stage, big grin on his face, take pictures with him after, take pictures with all of our family, go to a celebration, have a celebration for him. I'll never get to do any of that. I'll never get to watch my son walk across that stage. Anger can be overwhelming. Anger can be all-consuming. But one thing that I've learned with all of the stages of grief is to sit with it, to sit with the feeling, sit with the anger. Maybe go for a long drive, start journaling. One thing that I have started doing this a while back, that has helped me too, is there's times where I don't feel like journaling. I just don't have the energy to sit and write out, however many pages of things that I feel like I need to express. So I've started doing voice memos to myself and just, kind of just getting it out. And you'll hear me say this often, but kind of just what I call like verbally vomiting. I know that there's a term for that. I just can't think of it right now. Just got to get it out. It's kind of like when you've got the flu, you've got the stomach flu. You just got to get all that stuff out in order to feel better. And that has helped. Honestly, the voice memos have helped a lot. Even when I was like upset in a situation that had nothing to do with my son, especially something that was out of my control. I would sit down, do a voice memo, and it just felt better just to get everything off my chest, everything that I wanted to say that I couldn't say. Grief is a lifetime event. It will it will be a part of your life for the rest of your life. Recognizing that these stages are actually important. They're important and they're an important part of the grieving process. Recognizing that is, I think, one of the first steps to starting to move through all of these feelings, all of the anger, the resentment, the hate that you will go through. And when you start to recognize what's going on, that also helps too. That helps to process what you're feeling. So that's my take on anger and moving through it. If you have any questions or comments, please leave a comment for me. I also have a YouTube channel. I'm working on a Facebook page and an Instagram page as well. But feel free to share this with anyone that you feel would benefit from this. Okay, thank you so much for listening. I appreciate you watching, and I will see you soon.